Okay, welcome. Yeah, settling. Welcome. Well, just like the forecast that was given yesterday, on the break of this anticipated price to dip, it did. Then this zone, in fact, all of this was an area of what concern. As you can see, price dipped to the area of concern before switching on us. At this moment, on the Telegram group, if you remember, I sent a notification that you should close 80% once price reached here. This is a very rare condition to ask people to close before 1 hour, but gauging the momentum, I saw something that with experience you would notice. This was an area I was anticipating buyers to start showing their fingers because price is entering where we call fair value price, entering a place that is considered fair value for buyers. So buyers will be showing a little more concern, like promise coming into the market from here. Okay, so what I'm looking at is this: break below this would enter the zone known as the demand zone. So this is my demand zone. This gray area you're seeing is my demand zone. I did my technical analysis, top-down technical analysis, but in order to keep it very simple, I'm showing you exactly what I'm looking at trading for the moment. Okay, so this is my demand zone. So, but however, if price breaks below here, I'll be anticipating more dip. But if my trade is not activated, which is this my pending order, I will be looking for buys above here. Please, I am not buying here. I am not buying inside of here. This is a supply zone. I want to buy above it. So what I'm looking at is this: price to come down, do like this, dip. This is scenario 1. Okay. Another thing I'll be looking at is for price to, if it fails to dip, it goes up like this. This is scenario 1B. This is scenario 1A. Or price should just continue printing higher highs going up. So this is the scenario 2. This is for GJ. At this moment, this particular zone is negligible. Okay, at this moment, this particular zone is negligible. So if price wants to start printing bullish, this will not be an area of interest to just do what you got to do. So at the time being, I'll be looking for sales below here, buys above this spot, buys above here, sells below here. It's as simple as that. Okay. So now let's look at so GJ played out beautifully as expected. Now we are trying to look at what is going to happen for the trading session today. Let's look at gold. Gold is almost everyone's bay. Let's see if it's going to be our bay today as it was yesterday. Okay, just as anticipated, let's do a post analysis. For yesterday, gold gave us a 1 hour here. 20% was left, it kept dipping. Now, let me say something quickly. This zone is our demand zone. This is a demand zone. from a higher time frame. Let's gauge momentum of the candles. Look at the strength of these candles compared to the strength of these candles. Then once price entered this zone, what did you notice? Weakness from the sellers. Even more weakness from the sellers. Here it printed 1, 2, 3 consecutive red candles, was about dipping lower. Here even the red candles are dwarfish in nature, very short. You'll notice a very obvious weakness from the sellers. I'm not going to take this buy because taking buy here will be buying into our trend, which is this will be our supply zone. I don't want to buy into a supply zone. Even if I know that we are in demand zone, I'll prefer to take my buys above here, just like in GJ. So safe buys will be above here, but I'm not going to just fix a pending order. I want price to do whatever it wants to do. Okay, either today or tomorrow we'll see a position to take if price wants to give us buys. If not, we'll be anticipating this to occur, take buys. So this is scenario 1, this is scenario 2. Okay, so that is it. We're in demand zone on a higher time frame that is higher than this supply zone. Okay, I know this supply zone is from a higher time frame, but the higher you are, the stronger the zones. So this demand zone is considered higher than this supply zone. So if price can break out of this demand zone, look at the bottom zone of it, the bottom axis. If price can break below, this will be known as Chabella. We'll be anticipating more or further dip. But I'm not gonna say I like being unemotional in this kind of scenario. I don't see sales just playing like that. I'm anticipating buys because look at what's going on here. Look at the presence of sellers. Then look at how bullish this bias is. I know I have not taught the public using you guys may know one or two things about it. You're my private guys, but since I'm uploading this on YouTube, I've not made a public video on how to gauge momentum, reading the chart without using any indicator. It's a general concept that indicators lag. Everyone knows that indicators lag. Price action gives you current, see what the market is giving us at the moment. So I've not made it public how to read it using my own strategy. So perhaps one fateful day I'm going to give that cookie out. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. The more subscribers, I guess, the more interesting concepts are. But do not get me wrong, you'll always get the best here. High profile trainings and lectures and concepts. Okay, so without much ado, let's go and look at the last but not the least. For gold, let me rehash one more time. Sells below here, buys above here. Okay, let me look at then we'll look at Bitcoin. A lot of people would be gnashing their teeth. They don't give up hope yet. They said everything, even a well has a bottom. Even a well has a bottom. So no matter how deep price keep dipping, well, there's always light at the other side. The question is, can you live long to see the other side? What I'm trying to say is, please don't take any buys yet. I know market is showing weakness on the side of buyers at the moment, but it's not advisable. For Bitcoin, you have to watch yesterday's forecast to see how I indicated the movement here. Price is playing out very well for Bitcoin. At the moment, it has hit this area of concern. So let's see what price is going to do here. So this is what I'm looking at for scenario 1, or buys above this scenario 2. Okay, so this, but I'm not just going to put buys. It's not like as easy as the time when I did remember when I did this forecast here. This one was very obvious. Like I tell you, I only give you something that I will also trade, and it is obvious. Even my card could see it. When I gave this forecast for sales below here, buys above here, I think was 1st of June. You see how price is playing out beautifully. Yes, we'll be looking for more sales, but at the moment, at this very moment, price has to show us some kind of breather, give some retracement before doing what? Dipping further. That's just my what I would like to see. A little breather telling us that okay, we have run. Even you, when you run for a while, you need just a few seconds. Even you don't need to run sprint the whole 6,000 miles or what have you. At least you need a little moment to jog, catch yourself, then you continue dipping. So I don't know on the daily time frame, I don't know how deep is this retracement will be. It could be like this, it could dip like this before doing what? Dropping down. So whichever one comes first, we'll watch. Okay, so this is what I got for you today. If you have any question, you're free to ask them now. But for the recording, I'm going to stop it so that this will not be too extended. Okay. Okay. Peace. See ya tomorrow, I guess.